A failure in the standpipe system of a high-rise building will provide major challenges for on-scene and responding companies. After numerous drills, the Phoenix Fire Department has developed an option for the deployment of large-diameter hose supply line as the working standpipe. This evolution will require a sector assignment, water systems sector, and a minimum of 2 companies. A single-engine company carries enough supply line to reach the top floor of all but one high-rise currently built in Phoenix. It was calculated that one length of supply line will cover 2 floors. Allowances will need to be made for the distance from the pumper to the working stairwell. The supply line will be taken to the location where the attack team has gathered, typically 1 to 2 floors below the fire floor or the closest floor without smoke. The engine that receives the order to deploy the vertical standpipe will assume water systems sector. The engineer will need to spot the truck as closely as possible for access to the stairwell. A water supply will have to be secured, and the supply line on this pumper is committed to the standpipe. The engineer will disconnect the supply line from the HUMET and connect the 3.5 double male and gated Y or appropriate appliance to the supply line.
So we're going to take the supply line up to the 10th set up. So we'll just set our guys up and we'll caterpillar it right up.
The first firefighter positions himself about 10 feet behind the truck to shoulder load the first length of supply line. The engineer and another firefighter will assist loading one length of supply line with coupling and appliance on the right shoulder of the firefighter.
Okay.
This firefighter then moves forward about 10 feet. Remember, the first person in line is taking the supply line and the gated Y all the way up and needs to be the member best suited for this physically strenuous position. A second firefighter positions himself about 10 feet behind the first firefighter. The second firefighter is then shoulder loaded with the second length of supply line. The process is then repeated with the proper number of people it takes to shoulder load enough supply line to reach the predetermined floor of the high-rise. One firefighter equals one length equals 2 floors.
Move forward. You guys ready to go? Stop. Left guy, right, or fifth guy? Should be 5. Good to go. Okay, we're good. You guys ready? Yeah. Doug, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, Rich, go ahead.
Advancing of the supply line must be done in a coordinated, communicated movement. All firefighters then proceed toward the stairwell.
Here, you want to take the door pull through?
As the last firefighter in the chain with supply line enters the stairwell, he begins to flake off hose. The engineer, or another firefighter not going up, follows to assist with pulling hose through the lobby. This person then stands on the supply line to keep it in place until the first length is off.
Is everybody doing good?
Yep.
Rich?
Yep. First 50's off at the second floor.
The last firefighter in line will then continue up and assist as needed. The engineer or firefighter will then exit the building and finish hooking up to the pumper and confirm hookup to hydrant.
Yep.
As each firefighter drops their supply line, they will continue up and assist as needed.
Start on the sixth floor. Keep going.
We got some slack here.
Okay. Okay. Seventh floor, barium short flaking you up. Okay, ninth floor, one to go.
Still some slack, Rich.
Okay. Guys, just make the hookup.
After reaching the location of the attack team, the supply line needs to be positioned so the appliance can be connected to attack lines. Be sure the appliance is shut off before charging the vertical standpipe. Once the supply line is charged and attack lines hooked up, Water Systems Sector needs to advise command they have completed their assignment, has a PAR, and is available for reassignment.